Over the years working on Kamen Rider Craft, there's been plenty of little bits of code that I've always wanted to try. They like to just, unfortunately, I never had an excuse. So, seeing as I've taken a step away from Kamen Rider Craft for a bit, I think it's time to do ducks. Have a duck. Okay, now I've lost my duck. Why did I have to start this in a desert? That was a terrible idea. So yes, if you are not up to date with stuff happening on the server, or just general things happening in Kamen Rider Craft, I've decided to have a break from the mod for a bit. Put it simply, things were just getting a little too much with the constant complaints about little things. I mean, I get it, people want to help, but when you get the 5,000th complaint that you're using armor. Using armor is stupid. You should get rid of the armor. Even though the fact that we have armor is because of limitations with my coding ability. You kind of just need to have a break. You know what I mean? So I decided I'm going to have a break. I'm going to work on some dumb, stupid mods. And this first one is Poppin Duckies. Now, the whole idea with this mod is simply I just wanted to allow myself to do whatever I want. Doesn't matter if it's good. Doesn't matter if it makes sense. As long as it's fun. As long as it's interesting. I'm doing it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Run. 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 Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Nah. Would this be a good moment to ask for a like? I'm trying something new. And I'd appreciate it. At least I know there should be some wool over there now. I'll need that for later. So yes, I am making some mini mods. Now, the rules, I've set myself some rules with these mods. First rule is they cannot be based on a pre-existing franchise. So if anyone wants something stupid like that, the answer's no. Rule number 2, it has to include a bit of code that I've been wanting to mess around with a while. For this one, it's definitely going to be the throwing projectile code. And rule number 3, I've got to do some stupid or fun stuff in it. You know what I mean? The whole point of this is to get kind of like a mini training arc to create mods that I wouldn't normally get to create. So I need to make them fun. I mean, there's no point in having a break to get less stressed if I end up picking something stressful. But first things first. Wait. I thought you could turn the wall into... okay. Oh, look. I conveniently now have a stack of string. So we're going to need a fishing rod. Now, why do we need a fishing rod? Well, when you go fishing, there's a chance that you might get a rubber duck. Now, the reason for this is going to be the carnival game, Hook-a-Duck. Yeah, this was just the funniest way I could think. You alright, dude? I don't think he's alright. But this is the funniest way I could think of just making the ducks obtainable. Now, it's not the fastest way, but some of these ducks can be pretty useful. So I think it's worth it. Yay! I got a duck! Now, what does a duck do? Well, the answer is quite a lot, but also not a lot at the same time. First things first, you can throw it. And wherever it lands, it places and it falls like sand. Am I recording desktop audio? Here I am. Yay! Hopefully that's not loud. I have no idea. Secondly, if you craft a rubber ducky with dye, you can dye the rubber ducky. That really doesn't do a lot, does it? I forgot for this next thing I need another yellow one, so back to fishing. Why are you dark? Oh, look, by magic, it seems that I now have a stack of them. Now, I guess next we need a village. This could take a while. Oh, look, a village that I conveniently found. Now, you might be wondering why we need a village. Well, that's because, well, of course I've added a villager. We're just going to go down here. We're just going to place a rubber ducky. And we got a villager. Now, what do you sell? You seem to sell lemonade, and just lemonade. I guess I need some emeralds now. I don't know how I keep on magically getting these items whenever I seem to need them. But yes, if we go and trade this villager, get some lemonade. And he levels up. He seems to be just selling lemonade. Okay, okay. Just seems to be lemonade, dude. It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you do sell ice fresh lemonade, so it does make sense that you just sell lemonade. What about now? Okay, just more lemonade. Just lemonade. Just lemonade. Nothing else but lemonade. Okay. I get it. You just sell lemonade. Ooh. Yeah, somebody suggested this is a joke, and I thought it was funny. Blame that person. Not me. Did I mention you could wear the duckies on your head? Because you can wear the duckies on your head. I may or may not be running this with Kamen Ridercraft. I'll talk about that in a sec. Okay, so why do you need the lemonade? Well, if we can get some sugar, we can craft some sugar with lemonade. And you know what? This needs a bit more pop, so let's use some of this gunpowder that I found off screen. Make popping candy. Now, what does this do? Well, it's food, and there's a chance it might make you well. But if you craft this with a rubber ducky, you get a popping ducky. Yeah, you know, the thing the mod's named after. Now, I'm thinking these villagers are kind of eager to help me test a few things, so not going to test on the babies. Come on, villagers, where are you hiding? They heard me, didn't they? They know. Hopefully that dude won't cause any issues. But yes, you might have noticed it earlier. If you throw a rubber duck at a mob that can display an object on their head, e.g. a helmet. Oh no, he's on his way. But you can see the rubber ducky does actually stick to their head. But if, for example, you use a popping ducky instead, well, they go pop. If by magic I seem to have a stack of 64 now. That never gets old. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a few of these to take down an ender golem. I mean, iron golem, you get the point. But they aren't the only specialized duckies. So now that conveniently I got those other things off screen and I totally didn't go into creative, we have the glowing ducky, the ghosting ducky, and the redstone ducky. So what do these new duckies do? Well, first things first, the ghosting ducky has no hitbox. You could just walk through it. Yeah, I know that one's not important. The main one is the fact they like to just run off with people. And the glowing one makes them glow. It's also really good in... Oh no. I'm not... Yeah. I love it in caves. These ducks are far too good. The glowing one can be used to light up caves. And it's incredibly useful, I think. Yeah, need to get out of here. And I bet you can't guess what the redstone one does. Yeah, you can also dispense duckies with a dispenser. That's never gonna grow old. And now I think that's every ducky from this mod, but if you have KLC installed, you can just come over here, take your rubber ducky, take a Rex Vice stamp from Kamen Ridercraft, and you can craft the Vice ducky. Now this doesn't do all the throwing stuff, because this is just the ducky from Kamen Ridercraft. but it's kind of nice just to add it to the collection anyway. So yes, this is my first time making a mod that isn't Kamen Rider Craft in a long time. So let me know, did I do a good job? And hit like and maybe give me a few ideas for the next mod, because I want to do a few more of these stupid mods. Till next time. Oh no.